Hello people. Okay, I just wanted to make this video as another statement of fact. Um, Yet again, last night I was sprayed with hydrochloride, and they seem to be laying off the sulfuric acid at the moment in gas form and going more for the hydrochloride in gas form. I was getting ready to bed. I'm trying, despite what they're doing, I'm just sort of like trying to be harder about it and use different ways to get sleep, and I'm managing, I don't really want them to any information too much because they're just trying to counteract. But anyway, I was going to sleep. It was relatively early, and as soon as I started to get myself ready to sleep, boom, the van was saturated in hydrochloride again. Now this time I thought it started landing on my cheeks. It burns your face. Okay, it burns right, where you're breathing through your nose. It burns the edges of your nostrils, and it stings your eyes, and it makes you feel sick. Okay, and I guess that's the desired result. So I thought I had enough this time, so I got out of bed, I got dressed, warmed myself up a bit, and got out the van and went for a walk to see where I could see where this is coming from. I walked down towards the front of Clifton, down 500 or 600, 700 yards, and tried to follow this plume of hydrochloride that was coming towards me. And what I realised is that they've parked at the front of Clifton Down, where the front is, where the cliff edge is, where the bow bit is. And they're just releasing it en masse down there, and the wind's taking it from there and blowing it up towards the van. And they were saturating the whole of Clifton Down with this hydrochloride. And I could see, when I saw the cars coming up from the front of the cliff edge towards, this road, in their car lights, I could literally see the vapor and the mist of this hydrochloride that was being released. You could see it like a mist hanging about in the air. It was horrible, people. And so I thought, right, okay, at least I know where it's been released from. It's being released from the front of the Clifton Down, and it's blowing. Wind blows really quickly, people, and it carries things to its destination quite quickly. And if you're releasing enough of it, you can't escape it. It's just hitting you all the time. And that's exactly what was happening to me last night. On coming back to the van, this car was parked behind me. It was like one of those kind of small, low-bed, white Volkswagen, sporty kind of vans, with blacked out windows at the back. I think part of the registration was LP. I couldn't remember the rest of it. Anyway, and I noticed there was someone in there, and they were like bedded up in the back. The back bit was blacked out. The windows were blacked out on the back bit. It was quite a smarty, low bed van with sporty wheels. And there was this guy in there watching this iPad. And one of the first things that hit me off were, how are you sitting there putting up with this blowing into your van? Feeling comfy. You had a t-shirt on, watching an iPad, and I thought, So I took a walk around this van. I had a look at the registration. I can't remember, it's LP something by now. I just am really interested, to be honest with you. And I walked closer, and I was about 2 foot away from his van, shining my torch into the van. And no word of a lie, through the cracks in his window, I smelt this real strong whiff of hydrochloride. And I thought to myself, how can you be sitting in a car with that in your van as a human being and enjoying yourself? Now, this is not the first time I've noticed. I've noticed this quite a few times now, people. About 2 weeks ago, no, it's about a week ago, week and a bit, this guy pulled up in his car with his dogs. He opened his car door and this big whiff of hydrochloride hit me in the face that escaped from his car. Himself and his dog stank of it. He stank of it. And I don't understand people. This chemical is very corrosive and dangerous to people. So how can he be sitting in a car of it? How can this guy behind me last night be sitting in a car pickled in it? Would you like to tell me what's going on there, people? Because I have noticed this, quite a few times now. People are running around here breathing this in, jogging in it, and it's not affecting. What is going on, people? There's something very dangerous and very wrong going on here. And I've noticed it for some time now. Over the years I've been poisoned. So yes, that was it. I had another night of being sprayed with hydrochloride. I tried to wear the mask and stuff, and I got to sleep, woke up, It's hard getting to sleep with this. It's hard staying to sleep with it because they're also spraying the chemical that makes you urinate as well. But I'm trying to use the mask to stop that. And yeah, it's getting bad, people. This is 5 years. I think coming up to 5 years, I've had to put up with the covert poisoning. And as I said, the police, in other ways, they're doing something, kind of helping me in a way, But one has a right to defend oneself. One has a right to protect oneself from being poisoned. And if nothing is really being done about it, then one has the right to do something about it, people, by law, by self-defense. Excuse me. As anybody would, I am getting worried about how this is affecting me long-term health. My eyesight's already been affected by it, so anybody would, this builds up in the system, it causes complications. So I'm being forced to go down, as I've said in my other videos, down another road where I have to take action in another way to defend myself. I have no choice, people. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video as a statement of fact. Cheers, keep fighting, brave world.